What's going on, guys? We are going to review another game between two 750 ELO rated players on chess.com, and I'm going to keep their names anonymous. I don't know the outcome of this game. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know if it's going to be a draw or not. I just know that I looked at the list of moves and tried to not notice anything other than the fact that there were a lot of them. So there's more, more than 10. I don't want it to be like a 4-move checkmate game, because those aren't very instructional. There's plenty of videos on that, and it's like the first thing that you learn in chess. So we want to look at some longer games, players that have gotten past the point of just trying to do a 4-move checkmate every time, although it does still work sometimes against 700 rated players. We're seeing some more principled openings in the 750 games. We're seeing book moves. That's what that symbol means. Now I've got the eval bar on, and we can see, I don't like this this H pawn, sorry, the H6 move here. He's worried about this. But that's a possibility, but the problem is this can't happen if the queen is guarding it. So the queen was already guarding it. You didn't need the H pawn to guard it. Now after he plays this move, then maybe it was a good idea. Or if you played this move, which is a book move, there'd be a little bit of concern. Maybe you were wanting to play the knight next. Let's see what happens. You play the bishop next. So this move here, I felt like made room for the knight to come out so that there's not any of these shenanigans. But then you just traded bishops, and this is going to open up this file, and because you push this H pawn, there's going to be nothing guarding that square. Let's see what happens. Yep, best move to take back, obviously, because you don't want to just give him a free bishop, but it's really not the best move. It was almost like a forced move because you put your bishop here. I don't like that. All right, so he's not immediately trying to take advantage of it. Like, if it's me, I'm trying to figure out where can I move this knight now. Like, I'm pushing here maybe. Yeah, that's the best move. Why is it the best move? Because if he takes back and then I take, then I actually open up this file here, and I'm threatening to take this pawn. Like, that's that should be something a 750 player should be able to see. Instead of playing D3 right here, play D4. D4 is way better move. So what happens if he doesn't take? Remember the whole idea of removing castling rights? If he doesn't take, if he just goes here, for example, well, actually, never mind, not there. Let's say he goes here. That'd be really bad. It calls it a mistake. Why? Because now I'm attacking the knight. And when you take back, I actually get to take away castling rights. King can't castle after he moves. So, and let's see if it calls that the best move. Yeah, that's the best move. So if this knight comes out, that's fine, because then when we trade all these pawns, the queen will be defended by this rook, and you won't lose castling rights. But here's the problem: you let this knight come out because you didn't play d4. D4 has to be dealt with, so we can't develop. We got to deal with it, because if you just casually develop, he takes, and then you got to take back, and when you do, bam. So D4 was a much stronger move than D3 in this position. Let's call that a mistake. I don't think it's too bad. I know what you're thinking. Like, I'll just centralize my down this outpost, but I guess you could just take and then you win a pawn. So it's not that great of a move. It's not that bad of a move, because I don't think he's going to actually take. He does take. He actually saw it. Okay, he saw it. Now we're threatening to take this knight and reopening up because of this weakness here, because you pushed your H pawn early and it's not defending this square. So good job blocking that. That's good. What in the world was that? Yeah, it's super defended right now. And maybe you're wanting to do that too. So this light green means it's an okay move, but there were multiple better moves. So don't get confused by that check mark. There's a darker green check mark that would be played if, let's say, that's the best move. Let's say we played this move. This is going to give us a darker green. See how it's slightly darker than this one? This is like a light green. And that's a darker green. And a thumbs up. It's also got a thumbs up. So the check mark with the light green is very close to being a mistake. Very close. Best move here. Preventing the knight. Oh, okay. Alright, now I see the idea. He wanted this outpost. Okay. And then white kept it from happening. This was an okay move. There were better moves on the board. I'm thinking we want to open up this F file. That's my initial gut reaction. Let's open up the F file. But you've been told don't move your F pawns, and a lot of I think beginner players you have these certain principles in chess, and maybe this isn't a good move. And so let me just move it first to see. It's a good move. Okay, so there's some principles where it's like, don't bring your queen out early. Don't move your F pawn. Don't double your pawns. Don't move a piece more than once in the opening. There's a lot of those kinds of things that are good guidelines, but when you want to advance, you need to understand why those guidelines are there and when it's okay to break them. There's certain rules in life that you need to understand the spirit of the law and be like, okay, this is here because of XYZ, and I need to break that rule right now because I'm not going to cause XYZ. I'm actually going to cause ABC, right? And when you can understand that, and the idea here is that if he takes back, I'm opening up this F file for my rook, and better take back with a rook, and then I can bring my queen here, bring my rook over here. And creating this whole thing is worth breaking the guideline of weakening your king by moving the F pawn. So this is an okay move. This is a better move. Now it's saying that there's an even better move. I don't think it's going to be this. Yeah, that's the best move. So do we take back with the bishop? No, we're going to take with the queen. So the point here is the king is in the center. And what you need to understand here is that when he does try to castle, we got a huge threat. So it makes it not safe to castle right now. And he can't castle this way because the bishop's in the way, but also because he played this h pawn out to h5. So whenever you can find a way to prevent castling, Stockfish is going to like it. This didn't really do anything. If you were thinking about creating this battery here, you could have done it. You could have just done this. That was a better move to just put the bishop there. So maybe you were thinking about doubling up, but you don't really want to double up when you have all of your pawns still. You've got to open something up. You got to open something up. So if you push this move, you're opening up here. Now we know we can double up here. But let's say that you move up here, okay, and they play some weird move over here. Or actually, let's say they castle, okay, and then you start doubling up, right? Then they play some weird move over here, and you're like, I don't know, you move your king, and they keep pushing this thing, and then you go here, and then they push this thing, and then you have to take. Now this file is open, and you're like, oh, I'd really like to double up over here, right? But I've already doubled up here, and for what? I can't even get through this. So if you're thinking about doubling up, I'm glad you're thinking about that. But you need to understand that like opening a file first is better. And one of these moves opens the file. So this move opens the file. This move opens the file. Right? So actually, sorry. Right here, this move opens the file and this move opens the file. Apparently this one's better because it prevents castling. So keep that in mind. Good move. I don't understand why the queen went there to begin with. That was weird. Like, that's just a wasted move. Don't just make weird random moves with your queen. Like, this is probably castle. Oh, you can't castle. Oh man, I got something in my eye. Yeah, I don't know what to do here with black because you can't castle. You're in the center. White's not taking advantage of it yet, but maybe they will. Okay, I like this move. He calls it a mistake, but he pushed past it. Because you do get to do this, and when they try to block, like, they can't. So maybe that's what you were going for, and I think that's good. He pushes past it. Yeah, I don't like the queen coming there. I'd rather a rook get over there. And also maybe even still pushing the f-pawn. Yeah, see, open it up. Push the f-pawn. Who cares if he takes it? Who cares if he takes it? I'm coming over with this. I'm coming over with this. I'm coming over with this. One of these guys is coming over. And once we come over with one of these, you know, we could also just take it back. That's probably the best move. No. What is it saying? Did I move too quickly to find the best move? One of these has to be the best move. So I would have not probably played this move. I thought about it only after I tried every other possibility. And there's probably some crazy stockfish reason for it. I don't exactly know what it is. I still don't know what it is. It's probably got something to do with not castling. I literally have no idea what to play here. So yeah, I like the move that was actually played. Hold on. Oh no, I don't. I don't like the queen coming here. I like opening it up. I also don't like that trade there. I still want to open it up. All right, let's go here. That was a miss. Okay, he does finally get it open, and he takes another pawn, so now we got a half open file right here. But the problem is a lot of times when you take the b7 pawn or the g7 pawn, depending on which side the king is on, in this case, either one of them, if you take this one and you're castled, you're threatening, you know, you're helping your opponent. If you take this one, you're going to get, it was still the best move, but you're going to get attacked, and just know you're probably going to lose this pawn, and they're going to invade. So is it worth it? You have to decide. In some cases it is, but think about that. Start thinking about that. So white is just, that's a blunder. White is ahead right now. Quite a bit. I don't see right away. Oh, because this is hanging. Okay, so we need to defend that. And we can defend it with that, or we can defend it with that. And I think moving your king closer to the center is always going to be better in the end game. Going here allows this. And did he play it? He did. So you checked him and forced a trade and forced a pass pawn. Great job. If he gets, there we go. He resigned. Yeah, queen is coming. Good job. Good job. Really good play there. Not too many huge mistakes. Even the blunder wasn't like that bad. There was a few things I would have liked to see differently in the opening, playing that knowing when to play that d4 move, knowing when to open up files, knowing don't try to double up before there is any open files. If you got 8 pawns on the board on your side, don't double up. Now, you know, there's going to be exceptions to these rules. Again, learn the spirit of the law so that you can know when to break it, and I think you'll do a lot better. So we're gonna say that that's another thing that a 750 needs to learn how to do is, when can I break the rules of moving my f6 pawn, of doubling pawn? When can I break those rules and understand why those rules are there, so that when you see an opportunity to break them, and it's not going to create the negative things that usually come with breaking those rules, it's going to create something positive that's greater. You'll advance a lot further in chess, and you'll start to see like, oh, I know I'm not supposed to move my f6 pawn, but his king is in the center. If I move my my f pawn, I'm gonna actually open up the center and be able to checkmate his king. That's worth it, right? So, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one.